All right, hey everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Success, and I want to say thanks for joining us today on the live stream. Hey, say hi to us in the chat. Let us know where you're from. We always appreciate those of you guys who are hanging out with us week after week. And if this is your first time viewing the live stream, make sure to click that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Now, today what we're going to be talking about is 4 tips to having a successful holiday season. So I'm going to take you through. I'm going to show you how to stay on top of those holiday shipping deadlines, and also some ways that you can remind your clients. I'm going to show you how to offer some session gift certificates, and you can do that really easy using our pre-order feature. Then we're going to create a last-minute shopper's discount, and then talk about re-releasing expired galleries. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now guys, we're smack dab in the middle of No Shave November. I'm about a week behind, so I shaved the first week, so I'm going to try to hold out. Next week though, we're not going to be doing a live stream, so I hope you guys all have a happy Thanksgiving. I will see you all the following week, so make sure that you come back that following week. And then don't forget that Black Friday is on November 23rd, so that's coming up pretty quick as well, so keep that stuff in mind. All right, so again, like I said, we're talking about 4 tips to have a successful holiday session or season. And we've got Paul in the chat from Virginia. And if you guys say hi to us in the chat, let us know where you're from. Let's go ahead and jump into this topic today. All right, so here we are in my Zenfolio account. And the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we know those holiday deadlines. Now, more than just knowing those holiday deadlines, we need to make sure that you understand those holiday deadlines. Now, I'm going to go to the blog post really quick right here. And this link to this blog post is in the description below. So if you have not seen the 2018 holiday deadlines blog post, make sure that you click that link below so you can have this blog post, so you have this information handy. It tells all of the shipping deadlines for all of our integrated vendors. Now, I'm going to be talking primarily about Miller's, MPix, and MPix Pro. Unfortunately, guys, I just didn't have enough time to go through and really dive into all of the vendors. So I'm going to show you guys how to do some calculating using those vendors. But all of the information that you need to do this calculating yourself is going to be in this blog post. So let's scroll down here to US Labs. And here we are on Miller's and MPix Pro. And if we keep going down, it's going to tell us our deadlines right here. And what you need to understand about these deadlines is that this is not the deadline that your clients need to order by. That's the deadline that the lab needs to have that order and have production going on that order. So that means that the orders need to be approved and sent to the lab by that deadline if they want to get that order on the 25th, shipping via the standard shipping method. Now, obviously, if they're choosing a more expensive, faster shipping method, they've got a little bit more time to get those orders in. But what we need to know as photographers is we need to know, when do we need to tell our clients that they need to have their orders placed by. So I'm going to jump over to this Google Sheet really quick, and I'm just going to show you this calculation. Again, if this is for Miller's, MPix, and MPix Pro, you can do your own calculations if you're using some of the other vendors. I just didn't have time to get to it. I'm sorry, guys. But take into account, first of all, your order approval time. So if you're doing order approval and you normally have about a 3-day order approval process, you want to calculate that into this, and you want to be communicating that with the clients. So if my normal order approval day process is about 3 days, and my clients want to get their orders on the 25th, then they need to place their orders by the 4th so that I can have it approved by the 7th, making sure that it's getting to the lab on the 7th or the 8th so that it can arrive at that specific time. So again, that's with a 3-day order approval process buffered in there. So you guys need to make sure that you're taking that stuff into an account. If I go up here and I change this number to 0, so if you turn order approval off, obviously you're going to gain some time here. So if you turn order approval off, which I'm not suggesting that you do that, but if you turn order approval off or you stay on top of your orders, making sure that you're approving them as fast as they come in, and, you know, making sure that you're checking them over, they look good, and you're approving them really quickly, and you're staying on top of that. That gives your clients a little extra time to get those orders in. So with no order approval, the order still should be in by Friday, the December 7th, if they want to use standard shipping and have that order arrive by the 25th. So again, taking into account those order approval times. As a general rule of thumb with Millers and MPICs, as long as your client places that order within around 20 days before the date that they want to receive it, and you're getting that order approved, then they should be able to get it on that specific date. So about 20 days for standard shipping if you have that 3-day order approval process. Now, again, you want to stay on top of order approval and make sure that you're getting those orders sent to the lab as quick as possible so that those orders get shipped out. Now, again, guys, the rest of the information for the rest of the labs can be found on this blog post. Make sure that you go check that out, because this is information that you need to know, and this is information that you need to be able to pass on to your clients, of letting them know, hey, if you want your orders by Christmas, you need to have them placed on this date so they can be sure to make it there on time. All right, so the next thing that we want to talk about is how do we communicate that information to our clients, right? How do we let them know what that time is, that time frame is? Well, once you know what those dates are going to be for you, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. One is if you're doing any holiday promotional marketing, which I definitely suggest that you do, go ahead and put those dates in an email and send it out to them. Now, the other thing that you can do as well is you can also put this information into these shopping cart messages. So shopping cart messages are actual messages that are displayed to your clients whenever they're going through the checkout process. And this is going to be really helpful for those people who may be cutting it really close to the timeline. It's going to let them know what specific shipping method they need to choose. So I've got a document here, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this in a second, but this document down here just says that if you place your order after December 4th, you must choose priority shipping, and then so forth like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this information really quick. We're going to go inside of our Zenfolio account. I'm going to show you where you can find those shopping cart messages and show you where you can paste this information so that the clients see this when they're actually doing the checkout process. So what you're going to do is hover over your name up here in the top right corner, and then you're going to go to account right here, and then scroll down, and let me get myself out of the way here so you guys can see everything. So just scroll down, and you're going to click on selling right there. And then there's going to be shopping cart messages. Click on that, and then go down to Zenfolio vendor products. And there are two options, and the one that you want to choose is you want to choose the pre-sale message, because this is going to be the message that they see before they actually go through the checkout process. And this is way we can communicate with them the shipping method that they need to choose. So we're going to paste in that information right here, and it's just going to give those specific dates here. Now I'm going to remove the formatting really quick. So I just selected everything. I'm going to click the remove formatting button, and then I'm just going to bold the specific information that I want to really stand out, because I'm a scanner. I don't read everything usually. I scan for the important information, and so I want to make that information easy for my clients to see. So after December 4th, we're going to make that bold, choose priority, and then we're just going to keep doing the same thing down here. So after December 17th, we're going to bold that overnight. And then after December 17th, we're just going to leave that alone. Hopefully, the clients are going to get all their orders in before that, and I don't have to worry about that. Now, if you want to do a special holiday message after they place their order, if you want to say, Happy Holidays, we appreciate your business, whatever kind of holiday cheer message you want to spread out, you can put that in the post-sale message section while you're here. So while you're here, it's like, a good idea to go ahead and put that, especially for holiday seasons. It adds that nice personal touch to the checkout process. And then you just have to remember Once the holidays are over, you got to come back in and remove these messages out. So after you've got your shopping cart message set up, just scroll down to the bottom and click save right here in the bottom right hand corner. All right. And that is one way that you can, and there's also a save button up here in the top right as well. And that's one way that you can get this information out to the clients. Now, another way, and I'm going to show you guys here a little later on, is we're going to send out a holiday promo email. We're going to send it out to all of the clients in our contact list, but we're also going to be reopening some expired galleries as well. Now, before we do all that, one of the things that I like to do during the holidays is offer session gift certificates. And the pre-order feature is a really, really good way to do that because you can set it up. They can go in there and they can pick a session, and you can actually set this up to expire. So just as a demo purpose, what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to create where they can go in and they can buy session gift certificates for, you know, and these are really good last minute gift ideas for your clients, for their families. Maybe they've got a senior, you know, that's going to be needing a photo shoot coming next year, and maybe grandma wants to go ahead and buy that session as a Christmas present. These are really good last minute gift ideas that you can present to your clients through a holiday promotional email that's going to help you get some more sales through this season. So first what we're going to do is we're going to go into the pre-order feature, and I'm going to show you how to set that up. Now I've already created one, but we're going to walk through the steps of setting it up together. So we're going to go up here to selling, and then we're going to click right on selling, and we're going to go down here to pre-order. And guys, as I'm going through this, you don't have to wait till I finish. Make sure that you get your questions in the chat so I can get those answered for you today live. Even if it's off topic, if it's about something totally different, I will do my best to answer those questions for you. So definitely, as I'm going through this, you don't have to wait till I'm finished and say, okay, it's time for questions. This is absolutely an open QA, and I will answer those questions as soon as I finish this stuff. All right, so I've got a new pre-order created in here. I just called it Holiday Gift Sessions 2018. And let me just go through and show you kind of how I created this. So we have Holiday Gift Session 2018. And then I went in Photoshop and I made some nice little custom graphics to show here of what that particular session is for. The size for those images are 300 pixels wide by 200 pixels tall. And when you create these, make sure that you export them as JPEGs or they won't upload into the pre-order, as I found out this morning. So make sure that when you create these images, you export them out as JPEGs so that you can upload them in here. But basically, you just want to create something that represents this specific package or this gift certificate, whatever it is that you're offering for sale. This is a nice image to represent that right here. And then you're just going to give this a title. So this is going to be a gift certificate for a senior portrait session. And then in the description, I don't want the description to take up too much room. It's pretty obvious what a senior portrait session is. But what I did put in there is I did put that normally a senior portrait session is going to cost you $1,200. But for this limited holiday promotion time, I'm offering them at half off at $600. Now, none of these numbers are actual recommended numbers. They're just stuff that I made up this morning. So please don't take this as me recommending this is what you should be offering your sessions for. These are strictly made up numbers. You might as well consider it Monopoly dollars because I just threw some numbers in here. But we've got the price for this here. And then if you go down here, it just kind of tells a little bit about the session. They have 6 outfit changes, 4 hours of shooting time, 3 different locations, and you could add more in here if you wanted to kind of describe the session. Now, I basically repeated that same process for an engagement session, but you could do a lot more of these. And don't forget, you could also do customizable packages. And for this kind of thing, I would recommend actually using that customizable package because we're not actually going to be delivering a product through this. We're using this to sell gift certificates for a service or for a session. So a customizable package would work really well in that case. And then as an add-on really quick, I just threw in professional hair and makeup, normally $150, $99 for this limited time. So those are the sessions or the gift certificates that I'm going to be offering through this holiday promotional sale. And then we're going to click next. And then what we're going to do is set up our customer information. And so the first thing I kind of want to know is, are they buying this gift certificate for themselves, or is this for somebody else? Because I want to know when I get in contact with these people, I kind of want to know how to reference it, right? I want to know, am I saying, hey, I'm contacting you about the senior portrait session that you wanted to book? Or am I saying, hey, I'm contacting you because your friend Cheryl bought a senior portrait session for you, and I wanted to, contact you and try to get this scheduled. So, I want to know how to reference these people, and that's why I have that question here. Now, the next thing, there's just some audio issues. Can't hear you now. My mic is on. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay. All right, so going back here. All right, so then I didn't really know how to word this. Maybe you guys have a better idea. I put recipient name because I need to know who this is for. And I don't want the person who paid for this to, put their name in here if they're buying it for somebody else. So I put recipient name, recipient phone number, and recipient email right here. And let me get myself out of the way here so you guys can see this. There we go. And if you want to add more fields, you can. I wouldn't add a lot. You can add up to 15, but I'm definitely not recommending that you have 15. I don't think I would ever fill out 15 lines of information to place an order. That's just a lot. But you can have a lot of different options in here. And then the next part, when we go to next, since this is a holiday promotion, we are going to put an expiration date on this. We are not going to make this last... we're not going to make this, be an indefinite option. This is definitely for a very limited time, especially since we're offering these at half off. This is a very limited time. So what you're going to do is put up that expiration date right here. And I put the 4th because if you guys remember earlier, I was saying clients need to have their orders in by the 4th. That doesn't really affect this too much, but I wanted to kind of be consistent with all of my dates when I send out the promotional email. So I went ahead and put the 4th in here. All right, so that's right here. So next what we're going to do is, let me just give you a quick preview of what this looks like. So we're going to click preview, and this is going to take you here. And here are those images, like I said, that I put up here this morning. And then you can go down here. And in the description field, the reason I left it so short like this was because if I put too much information in here, it put a little scroll bar, and I didn't really like the way it looked. I wanted this nice, clean presentation, and I can see right here that I put a dash here and not over here, so that kind of bugs me. But I wanted this nice, clean presentation. Just I don't want people to have to scroll. So it's pretty easy to understand what it's for. It shows the discount that they're getting, and then they can go down here to the bottom, and they can add in the hair and makeup if they want. So we can add that to cart, go down here, add hair and makeup, and then when we're ready to check out, click up here, and then here are the customer information fields. So yes, this is for somebody else. Put in their name, phone number, and email, and then finish filling all of this out. Now, the person who places this order is going to get an email, and you'll get an email as well. Now, the actual gift certificate of what that person will get, that kind of depends on you. Whether you actually want to send them something to print out, you can. You'll have to create that and email it to them. Or if you just want to shoot them an email and say, hey, I received your order. When's a good time to talk so we can go ahead and get this session scheduled. So this doesn't automatically send them any kind of gift certificate they could print out. They could probably just print out the actual order email and use that if they wanted. But as far as like a nice, pretty gift certificate, it doesn't really do any of that. That would be something that you would have to do on your own if that's the way that you would want it to work. All right. Now, while we're here, let's go ahead and grab the link to this because we're going to be using this link a little later on when we set up our holiday promotion. So we're going to go ahead and grab this link, and I'm just going to copy it. And I've actually already done this, but I'm just going to show you guys. While you're here, go ahead and copy that link. And then I've got this document that I showed you guys earlier, and this is actually my holiday promotional email. So whenever you get ready to draft up your holiday campaign that you're going to be sending out to people, don't draft it up in the Zenfolio email software. Go ahead and do it somewhere that has spell check, because I need spell check. So go ahead and do it somewhere that has spell check and all of that good stuff. That way you can make sure that all this looks nice, and then you can copy and paste it into the email template a little later on. So just to show you really quick, what we're going to do is I'm just adding this link down here. So I'm just going to make a place to click a link for details. So just keep in mind that I've got this document set to the side. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a last minute shoppers discount. So that's going to be number 4 or number 3. And then we're going to pull it all together at the end. So it's all going to come together at the end and make sense, I promise. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to jump back into our Zenfolio account. And the last thing that we want to do really is create a last minute shopping promotion that we're going to run through our site at the, whenever you want. I just set up the dates for the dates that I was already showing you. But let's just say that what we want to do is we want to give a site-wide 10% discount. And part of that, what we're going to be doing is re-releasing any expired galleries that we have and trying to get those clients to come back into their galleries and place more orders. Those of you guys who watched the price list phasing live stream, you could incorporate this as part of that phase as well and kind of have that work together. If you're not sure what I mean by price list phasing, it was a couple of weeks back. We talked about it. Definitely go check that stream out. Really good information to think about when you're setting up your price list and coming up with a marketing plan. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and create a site-wide holiday discount code. So we're going to go to selling, and we're going to hit done here first. And then we'll go up here to selling. We're going to go down here to coupons. And then I'm just going to go ahead and click add new coupon. Now I'm going to do an individual coupon because I'm going to be sending this out to every email that I have in my account, right? I'm not going to spam people. I'm going to send them a good promotion that has good value. But I'm going to be doing a single coupon, and we're going to set some limitations on it. One being an expiration date. So we're going to do an individual coupon. The name, I'm just going to call this thing Holiday 2018. So we'll say Holiday 2018. And then for the coupon code that we're actually going to send out, I'm going to put Happy Holidays 2018. I think I can use that. It might already be used. So let's just do this. Let's try this. So holidays 18, that's the coupon code. And now I'm gonna go down to the coupon value section, and we're gonna discount our products by 8%, and we're just gonna say 10%. And if you wanna put a cap on that, you can. You can give a 10% discount up to a certain dollar amount. Definitely fine to do that if you wanna do that. I'm not going to discount shipping. I don't really like discounting shipping, so I'm just going to leave that alone. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. We're going to leave this to apply to everything. And then we're going to go down here and we're going to say there's no limit of how many times they can use this, but they can only use this after the 22nd. So that's when I'm going, and you guys can't see that. Let me see if I can help you see that. So this coupon doesn't come active until after the 22nd, and then it expires on the 4th. Let's do on the 5th. We'll do on December 5th. So it expires on December 5th. Now, if you wanted to put an order minimum here, meaning that they have to place a certain size order before they get that discount, that's perfectly fine. You can do that right here if you want. I'm going to leave it blank. So again, this promotion, this coupon only works from the 22nd to the 5th. It's my kind of last minute holiday shopping promotion. So we're going to save that. And I'm just going to copy that coupon code right here. And now this is where we're going to draft up that holiday promotion email that we're going to be sending out to everybody. So I've been showing you guys this document. And so again, draft it up in something that has spell check. I 100% need spell check. It saves my life every day. So make sure that you're doing this in something that has spell check. But what we're going to do is we've got this email, and you can just throw a subject line up here, make the body whatever you want. Now, display name, that's going to pull your display name from your account and automatically put it into the email. So if you want to use that, you can. Otherwise, you could just put your studio name in here. And then right here, you can see it. I've just got a quick line that says, as a way to say thank you for such an incredible year, we're going to re-release all of the expired galleries, and we're offering a site-wide 10% discount. And then I put the discount code in here. Now, I'm sure you guys are going to come up with much better wording. That is not my forte. But the thing is you want to make sure that before you start giving people links, you want to make sure that you put the information up here that you want them to read. And the next thing right below that are those holiday ordering deadlines right here. So this tells them when they need to place their orders by, and then it also tells them what shipping methods they need to choose depending on the date that they place their order. So really important information right here. And then the next thing that I've got in here is I've got, if you're looking for a last minute gift, be sure to check out our session gift certificates, which are half off for a limited time. And then I just have some capitalized text here. It says click here for details. I'm going to turn that into a link. And then I kind of added in some frequently asked questions down here, because a lot of times the clients are going to have questions of, you know, if my gallery's expired, how do I find my link? Or how long is the 10% discount going to last? And so I put all the information that I think that people might have questions about in this email as well. So now that we've got this email kind of structured, and if you wanted to add more, you definitely can. This was just a quick draft that I threw together. And again, like I said, you guys could probably do a much, much better job with the wording than I have. It's just a quick email that I threw together. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and copy this email. And we're just going to jump into Zenfolio. We're going to go down to communications. And this is where you can go and you can access all of your contacts inside of Zenfolio. So anybody who's done a visitor sign-in is going to be here. So if you're not familiar with visitor sign-in, check that feature out, because that is how their email addresses populate into here. And then you can use their email addresses for things like I'm about to show you. So you can do this a couple of ways. If you are pretty sure you're probably going to run a promotion like this later on, maybe next year, and you kind of want to keep that wording the same, or kind of like the way that you structured it, you can make an email template, which I've already done. So if I go to email communications, there's actually down here in the bottom, if you click new template, I've already created one. It's called Holiday 2018. You can actually go in here and paste in your template name, your subject line, and all of this information right here. And so what I did here was I kind of structured it the way I wanted. And I have, you know, the click here for details. I turned that into a hyperlink. And if you guys aren't familiar with how to do that, and I probably just lost the link to that. So let me grab that link really quick. If you guys aren't familiar with how to do the hyperlink, inside of your email here, you just, whatever you want to become a link, you can just kind of highlight that with your cursor there, go to the link tool, and then we're going to paste this in. Now, for this particular link, I want it to open in a new tab, because I don't want them to leave their email, because their email has all of that important information in there. All right, so we've got that turned into a link, and then here are those frequently asked questions down here. Okay, so we're just going to save that as an email template. And then what we're going to do is go back up to the contact list. And now we can decide, when do we want to send this email out? So if I go to hit send email, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, let me cancel out of this. First, you need to select all of the clients that you want to email. So you're going to see all of your clients right here. You want to select everybody. Click that button right there. It's going to select everybody. And then you can hit send email. And now you can choose that template that we just created. So that Holiday 2018, it's going to populate everybody's email addresses in here. here's that display name. And let me get myself out of the way so you guys can see the rest of this. It put in my name right here, and here is all of that information that I included, including the link to that sessions, to where they can buy those sessions gift certificates. So when I hit send, this email is going to look like this. Happy holidays, blah, 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 blah. And here's a link. And if they click that link, it's going to open up to the pre-order session. All right, so that is my last minute shoppers promotion. It's got the discount that we're going to be running. It's got a link to those sessions. So if they have a, if they're looking for a last minute gift idea, they can go to that pre-order page and buy their, buy whoever an engagement session or whatever you set up. They can go to that pre-order page and buy that. So what we'll do is we'll go back to edit message, and up here at the top, you can schedule this to send out. So we can decide what day we want to send it out. Now that promotion starts the 22nd. So I could send it out at the 22nd if I wanted, or if we wanted to send it out on the 21st, a day early, we could do that as well. It really depends on how you want to do that. How you want to send it out. And you also want to make sure that you think about the time that you're sending it out. When are people checking their emails? And you can go up here and set that time up here as well. So, if you want to send it out to them, maybe they'll get it at their lunch hour, set it for 11 a.m., set that up, and then you can hit continue to preview. And then at the very bottom down here, which you guys can't see, is schedule email. And that email will go out to everybody on that list on that date. And they'll get that email for those last minute deals. Now, the other thing that really quick, and then I promise, guys, I'll stop and I'll jump in here and grab your questions. The last thing is we're going to be re-releasing expired galleries, right? So this is another way to bring in those last minute sales as well, is if you use expiring galleries, right? If you tell your clients, hey, you're going to have a gallery online for 3 months, and then after that, it's going to, go offline. Well, during the holidays, re-releasing those galleries and letting your clients know about it, it's going to be a really good way to get some additional orders. And so if you go into the your photos page, you can find those galleries that have been set to private. So whenever you set a gallery up to expire, if you're not familiar with the process, there's a really good article in our support center. If I can get Cheryl to throw the link out, it will show you how to set your galleries up to expire. But what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we'll just go up here, and we'll change this over to private. All right? Because that's what happens when the gallery expires. It doesn't actually go offline. It just turns private, and your clients can no longer access it. So you're going to go to your galleries, and you probably want to start doing this a little bit at a time in advance, because if you have a whole bunch of these to go through, you probably don't want to sit down in one night and try to redo all of these all at once. But what you're going to do is just go to those galleries, click up here. You can go up here to access, and you can say, okay, let's set it back to either public or a password protected, whatever it was. Save that, and then just go up here and let's schedule an email. We're going to schedule an email to this client, and we're going to use the holiday re-release. Now, it's basically the exact same email that I showed you earlier, except this one includes a link to the gallery. So we're going to go right here, holiday re-release. I'm going to schedule this to send out, and we are going to schedule this to go out on the 22nd. And then you can go right over here, and let me zoom out so you guys can see all of this. And you can add in whatever contacts. If you use visitor sign in on this one, you can actually click on the gallery. Let me find it here. You can actually click on the gallery, and you can see what emails are associated with it, which this one has none, but if there were, you could see that information. So let me go back to all contacts, just so we have somebody to sync this with. 1 second here. Let's go up here. Let's just say all contacts apply. There we go. So we can grab any of those contacts, hit select, and then we've already got it scheduled. And this basically has the same information. It has the discount, it has the shipping deadlines, and then it has the link to their gallery there. We've got it scheduled to send. We can preview it. Here's the preview, and then we'll schedule that email. So when it comes to the shipping deadlines, we have told them in an email. We've also made sure to include that in our shopping cart messages. And then for the galleries that we're going to be re-releasing, we're going to be including that information in that email as well. And then if you want to include that on your website somewhere, like on a custom page, you can do that as well. So guys, that's my 4 tips for you guys to have a successful holiday season. Hopefully you guys found that information helpful, and I really hope you guys have a lot of good luck and have a really profitable holiday season. I'm going to grab some chat questions because I'm sure I'm behind on those. And then if I have time, I'll try to get to some email questions as well. All right, so let's see. Let me say hi to you guys in chat really quick. So we've got Paul from Virginia hanging out with us. Mike, always glad to have Mike hanging out with us from Cincinnati. We've got Christy Warren from Washington State. Alexandra Blair from Fort Worth, Texas. Hey, I'm originally from Oklahoma, Alexandra, so I think that makes us natural enemies, but we can kind of overlook that. I don't really claim Oklahoma anymore. Not that it's not a bad, that it's a bad state, but yeah, I'm from North Carolina now, so I claim. Let's see, Fort Worth, Texas. I've had so long, I don't even have products offered to clients. Why they gotta gotta get with the program? Absolutely, yeah, Alexandra. If you don't have any products out yet, time is ticking. Definitely make sure that you get those products set up, get your promos ready to go. You've got a little bit of time, but you really got to focus and knuckle down and get to it to make sure you get it done there on time. All right, let's see. It looks like Cheryl's setting you up with a one-on-one session. Those are awesome, you guys. If you haven't had one of those yet, the one-on-one sessions are really, really helpful, especially if you're new to Zenfolio. That's going to show you how to do a lot inside of here, help you get familiarized with the platform and how things work. So if you haven't done one yet, you should definitely do that. We've got Jody from the St. Louis area. Hey, Jody, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Forte is back with us again. Hey, Forte. And we've got Raquel. Raquel said she couldn't hear me, but then I came back, so that's good. Hey, Raquel, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Patrick K. Baker Photography says, will I be explaining the campaigns offered by Zenfolio too? We do have a video on our channel that goes through that in depth. I don't know if I'll be doing that on a live stream or not, but there's definitely a video tutorial. Well, that's hard to say. A video tutorial that covers those built-in free client marketing campaigns and how they work. And if you guys aren't familiar with this, you can go inside your account. Just hover over your account name up here. Click on account. And then what you're going to be looking for is you're going to be looking for selling down here at the bottom. And you're going to be looking at free client marketing. And these are automatic campaigns that Zenfolio does on your behalf to market out to your clients. Now, like I said, there are some really good videos. It looks like Cheryl threw that link out there now that cover this. Definitely go check them out, guys. They're really awesome. It's a nice way to let Zenfolio do the marketing for you, and you can kind of free up some time and, you know, do what it is that you want to do. So definitely check them out. They are really, really awesome campaigns for sure. Let me grab some coffee really quick, guys. All right, back to chat here. Let's see. All right, so Amanda says, I recently upgraded my account and I seriously need help with the favorites process. The desktop version is too complicated for my clients to understand. So yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely happy to help. Now, we do have a client tutorial on favorites, and that's on our YouTube channel. So if you're not familiar with it, or if your clients are having some issues with it, go to our channel, do a quick search for, I think it's either proofing or client proofing. And there's actually a video tutorial that we made for your clients, and you can either send them that link. It actually has links in the description of that video to where you can download it. So if you want to download it, upload it to your Zenfolio account, you can do that. You can put it on a custom page. Lots of different options to get that information to your clients. But for the process for your clients, the favorites feature, it depends on what you're wanting them to use it for. If you're just wanting them to proof and, you know, just select photos, really all they have to do is click the heart icon. So what I'm going to do really quick is just jump into this gallery in customized view. We need to make sure that it has the favorites feature turned on, and then I'll kind of show you, walk you through the process of how it works. So what I'm going to do is just right click on preview. We're going to open that in a new tab because I like working in multiple tabs. Nothing is more annoying than having to use the back button on my browser to get somewhere only to have to go back to the place that I was just at. So now we're in the visitor view of this particular gallery. And what I'm going to do is hover over the edit button and we're going to click on page. And that's what's going to let us edit the page options for this. And so in order for the clients to be able to select that favorite option, we need to make sure that we have this little heart icon turned on. And so what you want to do is go up to options. And if you have this button right here checked, go ahead and uncheck it. And then you're going to go down to thumbnails. And then what you're going to look for is the add to favorites button and make sure that that is set to show. That's what adds that little heart button up in the top left corner. All right, so that's what adds that button. And then go ahead and click apply. And I should have showed you here, but another place that you might want to have that as well is once they click on the photo, if you have a price list on your photo, which I hope that you do, you can also add favorites right here as well. Now that button is going to be under options, quick shop, and then the add to favorites button right there. You want to make sure that that is set to show there as well. And then we're going to go down to the bottom, and let me get myself out of the way here. There we go. Down to the bottom and make sure that we click apply. All right, so now once we've got those two buttons, I don't think that's right. Once we have those buttons enabled to where clients can click those little heart icons, what we want to make sure that we do is publish this. Now, if you want all of your galleries to have this option, then you need to save this as your default first. So up here, just click that save as default, and then go ahead and apply that. And then we're going to click this little publish button right up here. All right, so we're going to click publish. And now we have that here. So now what we want to do is we want to test this like a client. So I can show you what the process is like for them and show you how it translates to what happens on your side of things in your account. So what I'm going to do is, in order to actually test this out like a client, there's a couple of ways that you can do it. You can log out of your Zenfolio account, which I do not want to do. You can open up another browser, which is not a bad option, but it's kind of a pain. My personal favorite way to do this is to get the link for this gallery. So we're going to go up here to access, go to sharing, and I'm just going to get the short link, save it, and then in Google Chrome, I can go to File, and you guys probably can't see it, but File, New Incognito Window, or for those of you guys who like shortcuts, it's Shift-Command-N. And then what I'm going to do is paste in that gallery link. That's going to take me to the wrong page because I copied the wrong one. Let me go back here really quick and go to sharing. And we're just going to copy that link right there. There we go. All right, now I'll paste in that link. Now we're at that gallery and we're actually seeing it like a client. And the way that you can tell we're seeing it like a client is because if you look up here in the top, there's no user account button. There's no account name up there. We're looking at this just like a client would see it. And so if I was a client and I hover over a photo, I click this little heart icon, the first thing that happens is it says I need to create a client account. Now the reason that that happens is because without a client account, these favorites were just getting stored in your client's browser cache. And that is a very unstable place to store anything. So we changed it to where they have to either create or log into an existing client account to save something as a favorite. So we're going to hit continue. And then I think I have a client account over here. Let's see if I do. It should be Zen Visitor at. And then let's go ahead and get logged in. probably the wrong password, but we'll try it out. That's the wrong password. So I'm just going to go ahead and create one really quick. We'll do a fake email. So test. Let's do test at test. Hey guys, not sure what happened there. Sorry about that. My software just decided to stop. So sorry about that. But back to what I was showing you here on this. So I'm going to create this client account. And really quick, let me just do that. And once I create that client account, you're going to see it's going to take that image that I favorited and it's going to put it right up here into my favorite selection here. All right. And so now my favorite selection is up here as a client, and I can either add more photos to it by doing this, or if I want to view it, I can go up here and I can actually view the selections here. Now, once that happens, there's not really anything that the client needs to do. You actually can already see this information. So if I drag this browser window over out of the way, we can actually go into our account here. We'll go to favorites. And then if I go to other favorites, right up here, there's going to be a set right here called My Selection. And these are the photos that I just favorited right here. So we can see all of those photos right here that I just favorited. So I have access as the photographer to that information once the client clicks the heart icon and actually creates the account. Now there's a second step that they can do if you want them to provide some information. Maybe you're using this for proofing purposes. Wow. Maybe you're using this for proofing purposes and you want them to kind of share, you know, some editing requests or something like that. That's where they have to take the second step, which is to actually share these with you. That gives them the opportunity to add a note. So if they go here to, and just to show you from the gallery, they go up here to My Selection, hit Share Favorites, and then they can add in a note like, I spelled like, these are great. Please edit my flyaways, or whatever they want to put in here. Whatever information they want to put in here. And then they hit share. Now, the second they do that, you're going to get an email notification that lets you know somebody shared a favorite with you. And in your Zenfolio account, you're also going to get a notification as well. So now if we go back here, and if I just do something to kind of refresh this, you're going to see there's a notification right up here. I can click on that. That actually takes me right to that favorite set, and here is that message. And if I click on it, I can see the photos. I can hover over the info icon right here. Oh, it doesn't show the information anymore, but that message is right here on this. So hopefully that kind of gives you some ideas of how it could work. Again, on our channel, there is a really good video tutorial that will take you through that process. It'll also give you a link to the tutorial for your clients, but hopefully that kind of sheds a little bit of light on that. All right, let's see. Let me get back to this. K. Baker says the information that Robert is presenting is very helpful. Hey, I'm glad that was helpful for you. Hopefully you have a really, really awesome season. I'm super excited to, to see what you guys do with this information. And hopefully coming back after the holiday season, you guys have a lot of really good reports. Let's see. Forte, my clients have the same issue even with the video now. That said, this has kind of been a blessing because it moves my clients to order in person with me due to it. They end up buying more. They always do. Absolutely, Forte, 100% correct. I'm going to say that there is nothing that will ever replace doing in-person sales. Absolutely the best way to encourage your clients to place larger orders. All right, let's see. Trying to catch up to you guys on chat here. Wow, looks like I missed a lot. Yeah, Forte showing Cheryl some love. She does do. Cheryl is. I can't say thank you enough for how awesome of a moderator she is, you guys. She has my back on this a lot. A lot of times when I miss stuff, she's letting me know I'm missing stuff. So I definitely appreciate her and all her hard work. Jody says, I've had Zenfolio for a long time, but I've never talked to anyone one-on-one. Is there any way I can get a few questions answered on this one? Absolutely, Jody. For sure. Just let us know what you would like to see, and I'm happy to help. And then it looks like Cheryl gave you the link for the one-on-one session, which that cannot be beat. Those one-on-one sessions are invaluable, you guys. Question, for the upcoming Black Friday sale, do we pay for the shipping when the promotion is telling the clients it's free shipping? So for that, anytime there's a discount, guys, anytime there's a discount, that shipping fee is coming from somewhere. I'm not 100% on that upcoming promotion, but if you go in the account really quick, Forte, and we go down here to selling and free client marketing, Black Friday promotion, $30, 30% off orders, $60 or more, plus free shipping. So that free shipping is going to come out of the order revenue. So they're not going to, it's not an additional fee per se, but it's going to come out of the order revenue of that order. So you definitely want to make sure, if you're not familiar, you want to make sure that your price list is adjusted to sustain that promotion and handle that free shipping. And if you're not sure how to do that, there's actually a video, or I think there's a video series on our YouTube channel that talks about running your own promotions. And it's definitely one that you want to check out, because what I do is I actually show you how to export your price list as a CSV file. And then you can take that information and you can calculate how much of a discount you can offer and all of that different stuff until you start losing money, and it lets you know where you need to run your discounts at. So it will let you know if the price list that you have built right now will sustain that discount and that offering, and you'll still make money. So definitely check out that video tutorial. It's called like running your own promotions. I forget what it's called, but it's on our channel. Just do a search for sales or promotions and you should be able to find that video tutorial. All right, let's see here. Forte says, I wish I knew my Zenfolio site as well as Robert does. Sorry if I'm a little fast. Yeah, I'm in Zenfolio all day, every day, guys. So when I'm not doing the live streams, I am doing this exact same thing with people one-on-one. So I spend 99% of my working day inside of Zenfolio doing just what I'm doing now. So that's why I move around really quick. And if I do, I apologize. For those of you guys who aren't familiar, though, the recorded version of this is always available on our channel. So you can go back, you can rewind, you can, do whatever you want. And if you're not subscribed in iTunes, this will actually get pushed out. The recording of this will actually get pushed out as a downloadable video through iTunes. So look in iTunes podcast directory and make sure you subscribe to us there. All right. Let's see. Holly Springs Photographer says, I'm in the process of setting up my Zenfolio website. Do you have info on PayPal integration? Absolutely. We have some information on that. Now, with the way that Zenfolio integrates with PayPal is going to be, it depends on how you want to do it. So any of our integrated vendors, you use Zenfolio's credit card payment process, and they can pay with PayPal through all that. Now, if you are wanting to accept payments solely through your PayPal account, then what you need to do is you need to sell self-fulfilled products. And the way that you do that is by creating self-fulfilled products. There's a video on our channel that covers that in depth. It goes through, it shows you how to set up self-fulfilled products. But basically what you'll want to do is you'll want to go into your account here, and you're going to go up to your name, go to accounts, and then we're going to go down here to selling. You guys probably can't see it, but down to selling, and then you're going to go to collecting payments. And this is where you can say, I want to use my PayPal account. Now, again, these are only for self-fulfilled products. So anything that's an integrated vendor product is going to be processed through Zenfolio's built-in credit card processor. If you want it to be processed through your PayPal, you have to do self-fulfilled products. If you have an advanced account, you can actually link to a merchant account. But again, only for self-fulfilled products, and that option's right here. And so you can use PayPal Payments Pro right here and just set this information up right here, and you can use that merchant account. The difference between the two is that if you use just the PayPal option, when your clients go through the process to actually check out, at the last minute when they need to make their payment, they're going to be rerouted to PayPal to complete that payment option. If you use the merchant account, all of that is integrated inside of Zenfolio. So they never leave your site and they never go to PayPal. It's all integrated. That's if you use the merchant account option here. Now, again, that's for self-fulfilled products only. None of our integrated vendors are going to use this. They're all going to use our built-in payment processor. Check out the video on our channel. It's called How to Sell Anything You Want on Zenfolio. That will show you that whole process of setting up self-fulfilled products. All right, let's see. Mike says, time for a pay raise. And Paul says, gotta run. See you in 2 weeks. Happy Thanksgiving. Absolutely. Yes, Paul, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. And like I said, guys, no live stream next week. Even though when I end this stream, by habit, I'll probably say I'll see you next week. I'll try to remember not to. No live stream next week. All right, let's see. Raquel says, any suggestion on email templates? Do you all have default ones to start with? Then we can modify or not. Hey, Raquel, absolutely. We have some default ones, but you can definitely create your own. So let me show you where the default ones are, and you can copy and modify these. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to communications, and then what we're going to do is click on email communications, and you're going to look right over here for templates. And these are our built-in default email templates. Now, you can customize these. These are the default ones that are going to be used anytime you do a gallery invite, for instance. The default gallery invite is going to be pulled from here. And you can customize that. So if I click on this, I can customize it. I can change all of this information. But let me give you a word of caution. I would not customize the default ones. I would take the information that's in the default emails and create your own templates. The reason I say that is because these are set up and designed to work exactly the way that they need to work. And if you alter these, you're not going to have something to go back and reference. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you leave these here. So if you need to go back and reference them, you can. So a quick, easy way to do this is just to come in here, copy the subject line, and then have a Google Docs or something set open to the side, paste that over, and then jump back in here and copy that body right here, jump over to Google Docs, paste that information in here, and then you can start editing this template. Now, anything that you see like this, anything that you see here, these are actual email variables, and they work only for specific emails, but they pull information from your Zenfolio account into the email for you. And I'll show you where you can find more information about that. But now that we have this information from that default template, what we can do is we can cancel out of this, come down here, and we can say new template, and we can say this is a wedding. I probably already have wedding gallery. Let's say this is a portrait gallery invite. And there's actually, Raquel, there's actually a video series all about doing exactly what I'm doing. It's called Improving Your Client Communications. There's a whole playlist that shows you how to make templates and all kinds of different stuff. So definitely make sure that you check out that video as well. But so we got Portrait Gallery Invite up here is the template name. That way it's easy for me to know what I'm making this template for and what I'm going to use it for. And then I'm going to paste in that subject line, and then we can go back here and copy this body right here, Go back to Zenfolio and paste that in. And then we can really start editing this template, customizing it to fit our needs. Now, if you need some email variables to throw in there, you want to click on View List of Available Variables right here. That will take you to our support article where you can see all of the different email variables that are available and what emails they can be used in. And I cannot stress enough, guys, how important it is to make sure that you're checking to see what emails these variables can be used in, because if you try to use them in the wrong email, it's just not going to work. It's going to say there's an invalid variable. So for instance, this gallery name variable only works in gallery invites and gallery expiration emails. It won't work anywhere else. All right, guys, let me jump back here really quick. Hopefully that answered your question, Raquel. Definitely make sure that you check out that video tutorial on our channel. It goes through that whole process, shows you how to customize email templates and make them on your own. Definitely a good series to check out. Let's see, Forte, I'm going to try to get to your question, and then I'm going to have to take off. If I have a price list for low-budget clients, have you ever used the pricing that is auto-generated before and still made a profit? The pricing that is auto-generated when you create a new price list, the default markup has a profit built into it. So the default markup adds $2 to the base cost of the product, and then it marks it up by 100% as well. So you'll definitely make a profit. It's not going to be as big as you might want it to be, but you'll definitely make a profit. Now, what I like to do is, if I know I'm working with somebody that's going to be a lower budget, I will still go ahead and apply my full price list. I'll still go ahead and apply my full price list because I want to make each one of my clients feel special. And so I apply my full price list, but I give them a coupon that will discount the products for them. That way they're getting it at a price they can afford. I've done the math. I know the coupon works, and it makes them feel special. And it also reinforces that value of, I'm getting an 8x10. They normally charge this, but I'm getting it for this. Now, as Cheryl's saying, depending on your pricing structure and the way your business model is set up and where you're trying to make your money, it could be, if and or. So definitely something that you'll want to crunch the numbers on and see how you want to do that. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, we are out of time. I do want to say thank you so much to everybody who came and hung out with me today. You guys are awesome. Really, really great questions. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button. If you're watching the recorded version of this, make sure that you hit up that link in the description below for questions for next week. I am sorry that I wasn't able to get into any email questions this week. I will definitely get to them. Not the following week, because we're not going to be having a live stream next week, but the week after that. So since I'm not going to see you guys next week, I hope you all have a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you not next week, but the following week after that.